Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The vision is divine. The mission is happiness. The purpose of studying scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, etc., is to change our vision. Like what for we take food? So that we should remain healthy, not fatty. In the same manner, why should we study scriptures? So that we should change our vision and not become erudite scholars. See? Food gives us both the things. Either we will become healthy or we will become fat. Exactly the same thing happens when it comes to the study of scriptures. Like yesterday I told you, when we study the scriptures, after that, do we digest them? Or without digestion we bring them out? In Hindi it is called as ulti. Ulti is not seething. So what is ulti? Take an example. It's a very simple example to understand this point. There are two persons. One is a Gujarati, other is a Bengali. Gujarati is Dhokla brand and Bengali is Rasgulla brand. Both of them took food. Once I took food somewhere in Gujarat only, I don't remember. And after taking food, the whole night I was running to the bathroom. So, these two people ate food. One ate Dhokla, other ate Rasgulla. And it so happened that both of them started vomiting. What will be the reason? So their vomit was lying in front of them. And then I went to say, hey, what happened? Oh, we don't know. We ate and we just vomited. So will I say, hey Gujarati, Dhokla ka vomit hai, Bengali ka Rasgulla ka vomit hai. Think. Vomit is a vomit, is it not? Whether it is that of sweet meat or that of ordinary food. Exactly the same way. Whether you have studied the material science, what is the material science? Tabla peti, material science. Then you will see those who learn music or dance, they are, and worst is poets. They want a victim. Otherwise, to whom will they show that? And what is that dance? Dance is the most funniest thing in the world. Simple things made complicated is dance. Normally we do Namaste, but Bharatanatyam, forget about it. Guma fira karke angutha dikha kar lo. So in the material science, we want to exhibit what we have learned, is it not? This is material science. But when it comes to the study of scriptures, and if we have digested, not vomiting, see? Now what is the difference? Why this happens? Because in material world, in material science, when we study something, we become special. See? You know who is the specialist? Specialist is the one who knows more and more about less and less. You go to the ENT, you know my definition of ENT? The one who catches your ear and asks you to pay through nose. If you don't, he cuts your throat. ENT. So you go to the ENT and tell, Doctor, my ear is giving terrible pain, do something. Yes, which is the ear giving pain? Right ear. I'm sorry, I'm left ear specialist. With the material sciences, specialization and becoming spatial is an achievement. But when it comes to the spiritual science, study of scriptures, you do not become spatial. You start losing all your speciality status. See, friends, material progress is affluence. Spiritual progress is poverty. In material sciences you gain. On a spiritual path you lose. See? त्यागी लेके अमृतत्व माने. See, friends. And therefore, when we are studying the scriptures, and if we have digested them, then we will start becoming more and more silent. See? It is something like, the deep waters don't make much noise. Shallow waters make a lot of noise. Therefore, when we study, when we listen to Upanishad, Gita here and there, and then we have to show to the world, "Apan ne bhi padha hai." And this tragedy I have gone through a number of times when I have to go and do the drama in various club meetings. You know these various clubs, Rotary Club, Stationary Club, Oblique Club, Tangent Club. These are geometrical clubs. And then there are animal clubs. Lions Club, Tigers Club, Buffalo Club. So once I went to one Lions Club meeting, they called me, so I had to go there. And they started announcing. Now not Mr. Yeah, they were Mr. Now Lion Agrawal will come and introduce Swami. So I was shivering. Lion Agrawal is coming. And Lion Agrawal was a mini elephant. So he started. And how he started? I learned from Swamiji Bhagavad Gita. I have never seen that round figure in my whole life. Topo. And thereafter he started quoting left and right. He told me, Mana eva manushanam karanam bandha mokshayo, and all the lions, they started. Because andhereva niyamana yathanta. Andheri nagari chaupat raja, like that. Andho mein kana raja. When everything was over, I asked him, Agrawal Sahab, when did I teach you anything about Gita? Swami, you don't understand. We have to say like that. Swami. And then I said, this word that you quoted, only one part of the couplet, Mana eva manushanam karanam bandha mokshayo, this doesn't come in Bhagavad Gita. Really? I also don't know. So his ignorance is the authority of wisdom. Then after he says, then I said, see, it comes in Upanishad. What is this Upanishad? Ye kya cheez hai? That was the word. Ye kya cheez? Okay. Then I thought every shloka comes only in Bhagavad Gita. See? So when we study scriptures, do we digest them, assimilate them, or we vomit them? See? Like there is one word called malnutrition. They have mal-education. We eat. What is mal-education? All the time eating mal. malnutrition and then you become fat. In the same manner, when we are studying the scriptures, it must be digested. And as the scriptures will become digested, our vision will start changing. So what should be our vision? Our vision should be the vision which the scriptures give us. If we do not accept the vision given by the scriptures, we will be none less than the animals. See, in the morning class we were told, don't imagine spiritual progress means living a licentious life of animalistic existence. Like when we have hunger, we should eat. When we are thirsty, we should drink. When we feel sleepy, we should sleep. Therefore, we should do whatever is required. And therefore, this is the need of our life. No. Then we will be animals. See, friends. Therefore, vision is, the only valid vision is that of the scriptures. And what the scriptures tell us? They give us a proper angle to look at the world. See, if you take this camera and have three angles, from the lower angle if you take, I will be seeing tall. If from the above angle you take, I will be looking big, short. Right perception will be from the eye level perception. Exactly the same way. When we are looking at this world, which is the angle that we adopt? See, friends, there are following types of standpoints according to the various possible visions of life. First vision, we will take an example to make it easier. Waves, ocean and water, three principles. First vision, waves looking at the waves. What will be the interaction? I versus you. Competition, jealousy, suppress, destroy and go ahead. In one school, they had taken me to some exhibition was there, biology exhibition. After seeing so many things, so when I went there, then they are showing me. Swami, these are live specimens, and they were crabs. So, the Malaysian crabs, Indonesian crabs, Singaporean crabs, Chinese crabs, nicely labeled inside the live crabs were there, covered with a lid, and one jar was Indian crabs, but no lid. I said, hey, forgot here. No, we are not forgot. Then why did you put here? No, they may jump out. Then what about Indian crab? No, when one jumps, the other pulls down. Typical Indian type. They don't allow you to go. This is the relative standpoint, I versus you. When we have this vision, I versus you, we can never have the mission of remaining ever cheerful in, happy in life. See, I versus you can never make it. First vision. So we are like waves, constantly tu, my, tu. First vision. Now the second possible vision. The waves are looking at the ocean. So what will be that vision, what will be that understanding? Will any wave ever have competition with the ocean? No competition. Will the waves have jealousy with the ocean? It cannot be. See? So this is the second vision by which we can remove all the negativities from our system if we change our standpoint. See, friends, what spiritual practice will the waves have to do to remove all the negativities if the waves stop looking at the other waves and focus attention to the ocean? Everything will be sorted out without efforts. See, friends. The second vision is a devotee looking at the Creator. Second vision. See? And when we follow this vision in life, then we bypass the law of karma. We are no more influenced by that law of karma. See? Now, this principle I learned from a police. Wisdom can come to you from anyone, provided we are available to the wisdom. It so happened, when I was going somewhere, my driver, she jumped the red light and the police stopped. And madam, he started giving upadesh. You people are educated. If you behave like this, what will happen to our country? Now that lady got so angry. Whatever money you want, you take. Don't teach me. The educated people get insulted very quickly. Uneducated people don't get insulted because they don't listen to you. उसी बोलते रहो, सारी कोई फर्क नहीं है. So, when she was giving money, so I said, Mama, don't give, I will talk to the police. I said, Mahatma ji, actually she is not at fault. I told her to go fast. So I deserve to be punished, so I will pay. He said, no. Traffic rules are applied on those who are driving the car. Those who are sitting in the car, on them traffic rules are not applied. Highest wisdom. See? Like one beautiful SMS I got, probably I told you. If you put the first button wrong, remaining buttons will also go wrong. Who said this? Pandu Taylor from Satara. Everything need not be told by Shakespeare all the time. So when that policeman told that only those who are driving the car, to them only the traffic rules are applied, is it not equally true in our life? If you have a sense of doership, all the law of karma will be applied on you. And if you don't have doership, Bhagavad Gita says, Yasya naham kruto bhavaha, buddhi yasya na lipyate, hatmapi sa iman lokan, na hanti na nibadhyate. He who doesn't have this sense of doership, even if he kills the world, he does not get influenced by the act of killing because he is not the doer. How important it is. And this is what exactly it is done in the court of law. Okay? What they do in the court of law? They only prove that he is not the doer. Once it is proved he is not the doer, then the punishment did not be given to him. See, friends. Therefore, if we are living in this world with the doership, I am doing that, I am doing this, I have taken care of my parents, I am taking care of my wife and children, then as long as I is there, the law of karma will be applied on you. And what will the law of karma do? It will take you to hell and heaven. This is all. See? That is, the law of karma is not to be operated on us. Stop driving the car. Sit in the car. See? Let him drive the car of our life. So, thank you very much. Become lazy. Jo thari marzi ko. That is not the reason. See? After doing the karma, do not claim the doership. That is important. Without doing the karma, don't do the doership. There is no meaning. See, friends, in the 18th chapter, Bhagavan says, Ade अधिष्ठानं तथा कर्ता करणं च पृथक् विधं विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टा दैवं चैवात्र पंचमम् शरीरवां मनोर्भी यत् कर्म प्रारभते नरः न्याय्यं वा विपरीतं वा पंचैते तस्य हेतवः तत्रैव सति कर्तारम् आत्मानं everything is possible to be done when these five factors are involved. The five factors are: one, the body. If you are a Gujarati, Guru's body. Then, Adhishtan Tatha Karta, the sense of doership. Then, different instruments of action. Then, lot of efforts. And last, Daivam Chaivatra Panchamam. Unless it has a last finishing touch of the divine will, nothing ever happens in life. But we have that arrogance. I have done this, I have done that. What can we do in life? Think. Therefore, this is the simplest technique to get out of the sense of doership. Then the laws will not be applied to you. See? I got married to a boy, I being a girl. And you know, in India, the technique is adopted by America. Indian technique adopted by America. Buy one mattress and get 2 kilos free. This technique is originated in India. Get married to one boy and get in-laws free. So you are caught up in laws, whether traffic laws or in-laws. They are laws, legal attachment, legal assessment. And I was so fed up of my in-laws. I don't know what I should do, what I should do. And then one day I was sitting for meditation on this issue. How to get rid of the in-laws? And I got a message. My dear child, think where from the in-laws have come to you. They have come as a dowry from your husband. So if you leave your husband, what special thing you have to do to get rid of the in-laws? They automatically will go. Exactly the same way. When you give up the doership, all your sins and merit and the law of karma cannot operate on you. This is the nature. But all the time throughout our life, we are unnecessarily lost in this non-essential. Friends, this region which we are discussing, let us take it this way. When we go for a vacation, suppose we are gone for a vacation to Singapore. Then when we go, we have our budget. We will spend 5 lakhs of rupees. I know I am in Ahmedabad and Gujarat. I can't give you cheaper example. Swami, it is insult. We don't spend so less. We spend more than our ability. So 5 lakhs is my budget. So we go. And when we go to Singapore, what is our attention to? No, we don't go there for doing meditation. Then we go there for celebration. And when you celebrate, you don't calibrate. If you go in that hotel, dosha kitne ka hai? $25. $25 is 25 to 25. No, it is too expensive. Just go there. Then you have not gone for a vacation. You must have seen there are 2 types of people. When they see the menu, they don't read the atom. After time calibrating, and you have gone there for a vacation, celebrate, enjoy. See? Otherwise, there is no reason why you should go there. 10 days, whatever. And as our days of returning back start approaching, what is your attitude? अभी कितना पैसा बचा है? 2 लाख. अब उड़ाओ, चलो. Let us go for a ride on aeroplane ride around that thing and because that budget which we have already exhausted, finish it off. Buy something which we don't require because we have to spend that money. And then the last 1 or 2 days where we start remembering home. नहीं ये बहुत अच्छा but now let's go. How eager we are to come back home. And when we come home, what is that home? No 5-star treatment. 3-legged cot. The 4 legs is that of a chair. And it is all the choir rope. And on that when you sit, she gives a musical note. And then you tell your wife, chai milega kya? Not like in Singapore. May I have a coffee? Yes, sir. No. कितने बार चाय पीते हो? And thereafter, you get also coffee. You don't require biscuits. You get Maggi. And the cup also is not like stylish and with a nice crockery, etc. Cup which is hard of hearing, no ear. And lips are all broken. And she blinks and bangs on her face. Hey, उसमें जो मजा है 5-star में. This is understood. We are all here in this life for a vacation. Celebrate, enjoy. And when we have to go back, our own home, prepare yourself cheerfully and happily. That is the mission of life. Otherwise, one Sindhi gentleman in Bombay asked me, Swami, you should not go all the time out of Bombay, you should stay here. So I said, okay, I'll do that. You know why I asked you this? I said, I don't know. I don't know to know. What is there to do? You know, last 3 months, I had not heard your awesome, and I started developing a fear. When I die, what will happen? So I was keeping quiet. I said, don't worry, I promise you, you will die. That is the fear. I guarantee you that. My fear is what will happen to my wife, my children, my business, my property. See how stupid this fear is. Ask them what they will give you reply. That is the truth. They will tell you, Papa, we are waiting, go na. And we only imagine like the big hotels. When the customer is going, those people are not miserable. Another bakra will come. Okay? That is how they celebrate Bakri. I told you first day, what is Bakri? Because that day bakra is killed, therefore Bakri celebrates. If you change the vision of your life, the mission is only to be happy. This is all. We are created by God only as an instrument to express Him fully, not partially. See, friends, don't have any other goal of your life. No, goal of my life is meditation. And all those who are doing meditation, 99.9% are in frustration. That is not meditation. Meditation is not the goal of life. Being happy is the mission of life. Whom do you like? A person who is sitting like this all the time? Or the one who is with you everywhere, and yet he keeps your wits alive. Whom do we like? See, friends. Therefore, it is necessary that we change our vision. So the first vision is that of relative vision. Excuse me, who is she? She is my relative. Okay. What do you expect from her? Absolute happiness. From the relative, you will get relative happiness. See? This is what is people who divorce one after another, they have that data available. Pahli theek thi. In the relative world, you can never get absolute happiness. And what we are all seeking is absolute happiness, but we don't know. Our search is misplaced. Therefore, change this vision. Get out of the relative world and enter the second vision. The scriptures give us, look at the ocean and the wave is looking at the ocean. What is ocean? We attend it. Ocean is totality. And the wave is individuality. See, friends, individualities are born and they die. Totality, never born, never die. According to the mathematics rules, summation of the finite is not equal to infinite. See? Summation of all the waves is not ocean. Ocean is much more than that. In the same manner, when we have this understanding, look at the world as the ocean and our position as the wave. See, friends. Then how we will live, how the wave lives in the ocean, never fights. Never argues. You are giving more charge to that wave, not to me, because this wave is not looking at other waves. Her attention is only to the ocean. There is no reason for us to compare. Friends, human mind makes us miserable because of the following facts. Number one, it doesn't want to stay in the present. The moment the mind comes in the utter present, mind disappears. So, either the mind will be digging the graves of the past, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, or the mind will be projecting about the non-existing problems and trying to solve them, called as worries. When you block these two channels of the mind is in the present. But the mind doesn't give up. Then what the mind does? It starts comparing in the present. This vision. Don't bring your past in the present. Don't go in the future for no reason. And in the present, stop comparisons. With this vision, when you look at the world, you have changed your position. What was the first position? Wave looking at the ocean. Now change the position. The ocean looking at the waves. Then, out of a CH Atma, a Mahatma is born. See, friends. Now, what is this vision? Ocean will never have any biasness for or against any wave. Name Veshoski na Priya. Who is a Mahatma and who is a Chota Atma? Chota Atma, number one, he is constantly struggling, frustrated, angry, competition, jealousy. Chota Atma. Wave against wave. I versus you. Then this Chota Atma has changed his direction from the others to the God. Then all the negativities have disappeared. Because neither there is any doership, nor there is any competition, nor there is any jealousy, and the fully available to us. See, from such a mind, through such a mind, the divinity expresses in its full glory. And what is the full glory of the Lord? Three principles. Number one, Sat. Number two, Chit. Number three, Ananda. See? When the Satchidananda expresses through us, when the wave has been so much involved with the ocean that the wave disappears. And now, from the same wave, which was a wave earlier, who has disappeared? Now the ocean is expressing, be attentive, the ocean is expressing through every wave. See? And when this happens, the wave will never have any liking or disliking for any wave, because now that wave has become ocean. In the same manner, when the divine starts expressing through us, first of all, we live Sat. And we allow everybody to live. This is the expression of Sat, pure existence through us as Mahatma. If we are a Chotatma, Marta bhi nahi. If a Mahatma, no condemnation, no hatred for anyone in it. See, friends, a devotee of the Lord neither curses anybody nor blesses anybody. He said, this is not my job. Whatever he is doing his job. I only surrender to his will. See, once I was in Calcutta and I had a friend, a South Indian one, he is no more. When I came from my tour here and there, I went to see him. And I was told he is bedridden and not well. So I went to see him. He was on the bed and there was a kind of a mosquito net covered and no clothes. Very little thin cloth. And only bones wrapped in the skin. So I asked his wife, Mama, what happened? She said, Swami, it's a terminal case of cancer, and even if somebody lifts his hand, the bones break. So just we are waiting for him to pass through. Nothing can be done. So when I went to see him, then I sat near him, and as they told me, don't touch him, it will break. So I was from a distance. So I just touched him from hollow. And I did this Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvar Kavyo Vandanan Mrityor Mukhiya Mahamutada. After that, one mala I finished, then I said, okay, see. Then I went to see a great Mahatma. And when I went, he asked me, today you want to ask something, is it not? I said, yes, Swami. What is that? I asked him. This is what I have done. It is done. It's okay. Now I want to know whether I have done right or wrong. So that I will not repeat it if it is wrong. So he said, what you have done is okay. But remember, don't meddle in God's creation. He knows what is required for whom. Don't get involved. See? From that day onwards, the whole approach to life has changed. See? It is something like, we Indians, who is Indian? Who is a born doctor? And I am a victim patient of these Indians. Sometimes my throat is bad. So everybody comes and gives me medicine. Family, this is milk. In that we have boiled haldi and it is made concentrated. If you take that, na rahega baat, na rahegi baat. Everybody is a doctor. So we go to the doctor and doctor साहब एक injection लगा दो. अरे what has to be done? He decided. You are not able to decide. Then if some doctor doesn't give injection, meld in His creation. Focus attention on His will. See? And when we thus live in this world, see? ना काहू से दोस्ती, ना काहू से बैर. शत्रु मित्रे पुत्रे बंधौ, मां कुरु यत्नम विग्रह संधौ. Live in this world in such a manner that don't create friends or enemies. Don't create relations and carry burden on your head. See, friends. Many times, when we move in our Babaji circle, so there also the people create relations. When you take sannyas, you are for all practical purpose a dead body, because we have performed our Shraddha and given the Pindadan. So for technically, we are dead. Don't touch us. Take bath afterwards. So we are dead. Now after you are dead, yet there also they will say, ये मेरा गुरु भाई है, ये मेरा गुरु बहन है, ये दादा गुरु है, ये मामा गुरु है. There also you start creating relations. There is nothing like guru bhai, guru bhai. There is only Paramatma. See, friends. So this vision, therefore for a Mahatma, there is nobody his and nobody not his. Like many times people ask us this question, Swami, which is the place you like the most? Now if I am in your Ahmedabad, how dare I say I like Surat? You will make me but Surat. That is what they say, you know, these Surati people, Surat na Jaman and Kashi na Maran. The meaning is, when you take the Surat ka Jaman, you are bound to die. But they don't understand the basic principle. So let us look at the world as the God is looking at the world. This is the vision. For all the waves, ocean is the God. If we look at the world as His creation, in the 10th chapter, in the 7th chapter, in the 11th chapter, in the 9th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna has given this vision. See? He says, first, Bhumirapo nalo vayu khammano udhiraivacha ahankariti yamme bhina prakriti rashtadha. This apara prakriti, which is eightfold, bhina prakriti makes, it is mine. It is not ours. See? So if God is our dad, then His prakriti will be our mom. Then what is the relationship between the child and the mother? Bhoga or yoga? See, immediately, the moment you change the vision, your life will change totally. Thereafter, Bhagavan says, then the second prakriti is para prakriti, it is Jiva Bhuta Mahabhavo. Yedantarya. Second is the Jiva Bhuta prakriti, and with one. They are not many. Be very attentive. The Jiva Bhuta prakriti we misunderstand as there is one Jiva per head. It is not. Get rid of this wrong notion. See, bulbs may be many, light principle is one. See, therefore, Jiva Prakriti is one, Ekadha, and the Apara Prakriti is Ashtadha, eightfold. See, and Yaya Idam Jagat Dharyate, by this Jiva Bhuta Prakriti, this world is contained, maintained, held together. When an electrical current passes through a particular situation with a steel rod in between, there will be a creation of a magnetic field. Magnetic field is a phenomena which happens when electrical energy goes in a particular way around it. Magnetic field is not an individuality. And what the magnetic field does? It holds the iron filings around it. See, you must have seen these big containers in the shipyard, how they are lifted and put. They will put the huge, heavy magnet on that container. They switch on. Immediately, that magnet is activated. It will be lifting that huge container, place it on the ship, and then again switch off, magnet disappears, it is released. So that magnetic force is holding on to all other steel filings. Exactly the same way, the Jiva Bhuta Prakriti is holding on the 5 great elements in every body, whether that is human being, animals, plants, or anything. See, friends. So the Jiva Bhuta Prakriti is a phenomena which is keeping the 5 elements together in a particular form called as a body. See? Otherwise, with so many holes in our body, the air doesn't leak out. See, it is not a CAG report. It doesn't leak out. See, friends. And the moment the Jiva Bhuta Prakriti departs, be attentive. When we switch off the electrical current around that magnet, where the magnetism goes. Think. And when we switch on, where from it comes? Exactly the same way. The Jiva Bhuta Prakriti is the one which is holding these 5 elements together. Where from it has come? Somebody injected a Jiva inside the body. No. When you switch on the light, in that element, somebody has injected light? No. Light is just a manifestation. It is not a creation, it is a manifestation. And therefore, there are only 2 ways. It is manifesting, it is unmanifesting. It is manifesting, it is unmanifesting. Think about it. When we look at this world with this understanding that we all are not Jiva, but Jivana, life. An expression of life is common and same everywhere. Hunger, thirst, jealousy, frustration, achievement, everything is common. Because life is a common principle. See, like the medical students, they don't study the anatomy of every individual body. And when they have to do the operation, अरे किडनी कहाँ है? मैंने वो मुर्दे में देखी थी, इसमें कहाँ होगी? No. It is the same principle everywhere. Anatomy is not that of an individual. Anatomy is a functional ability. It is common for everybody. In the same manner, this knowledge is available for the ocean who is looking at the waves. He is no more looking at the waves as someone other than me. But a wave looks at the wave as someone other than me. This change in the vision is possible if we have taken the second step. What was the first step? Wave versus wave, I versus you. Second step, wave versus ocean, the path of devotion. And when the devotion matures, what is the maturity in devotion? When something good happens by God's grace, everything is good. That is not devotion. That is the formality. When anything happens in life, and that reminds us God, that is devotion. See, friends. And when this devotion matures, in the 10th chapter of one said, Etam vibhotim yogam cha mamayo veti tattvataha saha avikampena yogena yujjatena prasamshayaha. He who has discovered his divinity, he alone will be looking at the world as a divine phenomenon. See, friends, Ekam yogam cha. Yoga is discovery of your being as absolute reality. Because we look at the world what we have taken ourselves to be. If I think myself to be a man, what will be my perception of this world? There are two types of people, man and woman. If I take myself to be a Gujarati, then what is this word? Gujarati, non-Gujarati. Think. If I take myself to be a sannyasi, what is this word? Those who are happy, those who are married. So we look at the world according to what we have taken ourselves to be. There is one Subhashitam, it is said in Sanskrit, Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. A person who has a sinful intentions in his heart, he will be looking upon the world with the same sinful attitude. Therefore, unless we discover the divinity, what is the discovery of divinity? Name dveshosti na priyaha. Don't make friends or enemies in this world. Okay? Then you are preparing to go home. Don't we do the same thing? When we are going by train, for example, first of all we fight. टिकट निकाला है क्या? तुम्हारे बाप की गाड़ी है क्या? हाँ, मैं लालू कलर का हूँ. These things will keep you alive in life. I don't know if I told you that day in a school. This I read somewhere. Somebody sends me a read. Somebody said the teacher asked a question. If one wall construction costs 1,000 rupees, how much it will cost for constructing 2 walls? You tell 10 crores. Are you mad? Again I am asking you a question. If one wall construction costs 1,000 rupees, 2 walls, how much it will cost? And the child is comfortable, 10 crores. Then the teacher was telling, whose son you are? He said, Suresh Kalmani. As is the vision, so is the vision of your life. Therefore, first, let us withdraw from this relative world. This world has always been like this. Don't get too much involved with anybody in life. Anybody. Including your husband, wife, children, in-laws, outside. Thank you, Swami, the best message of the year. It's not that only ladies are happy, gents are more happy. Don't get too much involved. Like we go to the various places, we write down and this phone number. Okay, give your phone number address, I will call you back. And then we forget where it was written. It's not important. In the same manner, pass through this world without gathering moss around you. One person asked me, Swami, you keep on moving all the time. What is the reason? I said, because there is a saying, the rolling stone gathers not only moss, but also mass. Both things are required. Therefore, live in this world as the ocean is looking at the world, at the waves. Name dveshosti priyaha. How do we know that our life is being lived properly, spiritually? there are only two observations. Number one, you naturally have dispassion for everything and everybody in this world. Be attentive. Dispassion is different from depression. Where is the depression? चलो खाना खा दे, क्या खाना? Okay, don't eat. Okay, I will come. And I don't feel like eating. Okay, don't eat. Anyway, you prepare to eat. And go on eating. This is depression. Spiritual life is, be attentive, not adding years to your life. Longevity is not spiritual life. Many people who are caught up in this so-called yoga, all the time talking about your life will be increased. What will you do by becoming old? The world is already suffering because of the excess population of the old people. The population is bloating not because youngsters are producing children, but old people are refusing to die. One day in Bangalore probably, or Coimbatore probably, there was one medical college, very big one, and attached hospital. So the owner, director, he is very close to me. He says, Swami, you have to come and inaugurate our new department. We are fit for everything. Any inauguration. Like one inauguration I tell you, this happened in Jodhpur. I was staying in the Gita Bhavan. And after third day, those trustees came and said, Swamiji, you are great. I said, thank you very much. Do you know how you are great? I said, no, I don't care. No, there was one thing pending because of some varietism, but after you came, it is sorted out. They are very good. Do you know what is that? I said, I don't know. There was one vehicle which we have organized through donation, etc., for carrying the dead bodies. That vehicle has come after you came. Then I told him, you want me to inaugurate? So this doctor told me, you please come to inaugurate. I said, okay. And it was after I reached the told, Swami, it is a new geriatric department. Now I don't know geriatrics. So, but I have to show that I am wise. Those who can show they are wise, they are real otherwise. So I went there in all seriousness, a huge crowd, about 2,000 people. And most of them are 70 not out, 80 not out, you know. All Tendulkar's personality. And then they started showing on the screen, one person came, he started showing that PowerPoint or the slideshow. He was an imported doctor from USA because in India we don't have doctors. And he was naturally an NRI. First slide. This is my house. I thought, okay, geriatrics means a house department. Then the second slide. This is my dog. Oh, this is the pets department. Then the third slide. This is my wife. In the order of importance. And after all that was over, then I came to know from their talk that it is a department for the oldies. Geriatrics, oldies department. And after that was, then I had to inaugurate. Then I said, look here. Before I inaugurate, I want to tell you very frankly, these doctors have spoiled the God's plan. They don't allow the people to live or to die. Keep on living for God. And here you are telling, if you do this thing, this will happen. What will you do by living long? Think. Long life cannot be the goal of life. So don't add years to your life. Then add life to every moment of your existence. Live cheerfully, happily. That is what is called as spiritual life. Otherwise, like one person, a young boy came and asked me, Swami, I have got some doubt, can you please explain me? I said, look here, first you answer my question. What is that? Are you married? He said, no, my face is like that. In the same manner, if you start thinking that I am a spiritual person because therefore I am disgusted. No. He claims. Most of the spiritual people, they unnecessarily become serious, and all the time. And what they say, even God gets confused. Kya keh raha hai? They are all waiting there. Don't get carried away. That is not the mission of our life. Let us be an instrument through which He expresses in full glory. So what angle we have changed in our life? First, relative existence. Give only relative importance. Like yesterday I went to somebody's house for dinner. And then now the same thing happens. Somebody, she talks too much continuously and I don't know what I should do. So I said, then she was talking to me also. I said, look here. She talked to me so much. Did I reply anything? No. But how do you do that? I said, because I didn't hear. But how can you do that? I said, I have got a special technique by which I fitted that gadget like a chip in my ears. And only selective hearing. Kaam ki baat sunu baaki sunu hi mat. How simple it is. This relative world will be always like this. Don't try to improve relative world. Nothing new has happened in this world till date. Get out of it. We are not here to waste our time in this world. Then change the second state vision. Wave looking at the ocean. Invoke the divine principle as your guiding force. And when your attention is on Him, all other things automatically drop. See? When this is done, slowly the impurities of the mind in terms of likes and dislikes, in terms of my arumora tora tai maya, I and mine, this burden will be unburdened. And when the mind does become purer and purer, from that pure mind, now the divine starts expressing like when the wave merges in the ocean, she is no more called as a big wave, but she is recognized as the ocean in the same manner. An ordinary person becomes a great master. Mohandas Karamchand, how did he become Mahatma? By going to an institution where they give the honor, what do you call that? Bharat Ratna. Legally, he cannot be called even as the father of the nation. You know that. And yet he is called. Because he is beyond all legalities. And the greatness of his life. His pockets never, his clothes never had any pocket. But he is in everybody's pocket. So when a Mohandas Karamchand from Porbandar can occupy the whole world like a wave disappears and merges in the ocean. In the same manner, when this relative world is no more of any consequence, then alone we are devoted to the Lord. And the devotion will do twofold. First is purification of the mind. No more and relations which will disturb us in life. And after this is done, then the wave has merged in the ocean, then from there onward, you will have no thought about your life. See, friends, one person asked me this question, Swami, I got lot of problems, what should I do? Then I said, I will tell you a story about my guru. Okay. Then I said, once I was staying in the house of Birlas in Calcutta, and Mrs. Birla this side, I was opposite on the main place of the table. The Swami Guru was sitting. And he was having a lot of diabetes and knee pain and every kind of things. He was reading the newspaper. And when the breakfast came, so he has to sit for breakfast. So he has to lift his leg like this and kept it. And then he was eating. So the Amma said, why God has to trouble you, Swami, so much pain? Immediately, as if a lion roaring, said, don't blame God. There cannot be a better place to keep pain than the knee, which you can keep below the table and work above the table. See, friends, for us, little bit of one chick has come. Immediately, Facebook, today I am chicked once. This Facebook is the most disgusting thing. There somebody has put me on the Facebook. I never open, I never see what it is. And in every email there will be at least 20, 30, 40. Your friend, please join. See, those who have nothing to do in this world, those who are good for nothing, they go on the Facebook because they have no face to show to the world. There is the time to go to Facebook. Therefore, these great masters, they never think about themselves. Like the ocean is effortlessly supporting every wave. In the same manner, for the great masters, Name Dveshosti na Priyaha. Nobody is mine and nobody is not mine. See, friends, that is the reason why we like in the company of the Mahatmas. This is the reason. Because when we talk to other person, he doesn't listen to us. He brings his problems and tries to prove, I am more miserable than you. What do you think? But when we talk to the Mahatmas, they don't talk about their problems. They listen to us with all sincerity. And when we go, they delete us. Hard disk is always empty. And our hard disk is so much crowded that any time you go, no space, no space. Many years before, I switched on from the Windows to the Macintosh. And that was the first night I was working. And when 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 lectures have gone, and then every time the message will come, there is no space, there is no space. I think, what happened? Then I lifted the computer. Maybe it is the same. Why is there no space? Where the space has gone? That whole night I could not sleep. Only that thing where the space has gone. And I slept. Morning when I got up, suddenly it clicked. Maybe you have not deleted, emptied your trash. And when I emptied that trash, immediately 87 GB free. Ha ha! So happy. In the same manner, our hard disk is overcrowded by unwanted temporary files and unwanted data. Then it is over-deleted. We will always relax in life. But oldies, all the time. जब हम छोटे तब की बात की, अरे छोटे लाल, who cares? You try this. You are doing a great favor to the society. Don't bring your past in the present. you will have nothing to talk. Instead of struggling for the maunam, try this. In one of my lectures here only, I had given a common mantra diksha. And those who have practiced, they tell me they are very fitted. You want a mantra diksha common?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Keep your right hand on your left heart. Your heart, not somebody else's. And repeat after me. I will say 3 times, you say 3 times, then take out your hand and then I will explain you. 9th November 2012. 9th November 2012. 9th November 2012. Now take out the hand, open the eyes, open your ears and listen. You are not going to talk anything before this date, whatever happened in your life. Now talk. Right? You have nothing to talk. Give it a chance. Because what is ego? Ego is nothing but a mule carrying the load of the total past. See? And one simple principle. Nobody is interested in our past, whatever glorious it may be. Come to recognize this principle. You don't have to struggle for maunam with a paper and pencil in hand. And there is a board. I am observing maunam. Once I went to Haridwar and to meet some Mahatma. I enjoy going and taking darshan of the Mahatmas, get their blessing and get out. Because I am not a Mahatma, I am a Chota Atma. Yesterday also there was a big meeting here, all big people asked them, so Swami, you are not gone for that meeting. All Mahatmas have come, I said, you rightly said, I am a CH Atma, I am not a Mahatma. So, when you are thus recognizing this principle, past is not brought in the present. You have nothing to talk. Because what is ego? Ego is nothing but a total past we bring and open before the world. You must have seen children. Once I went to somebody's house in the US. And they are the first child, so all spoiled, they will give everything he wants. And when I went to their house, the child, Swami, I want to show you something in my room. So I went there. And whole basket, he has upside down. This is my commission. Now who wants to see that? I have one for taking food. But it doesn't mean you should torture me. Exactly the same way. We talk about our past. This is my past. Look. Who is interested? Just try this. So when I went to Haridwar to their Swami ashram and to take darshan. So they told me, excuse me, Swami is not available, he is on the living mode. I said, okay. I do namaskar from outside and walked out. Then the same man came running. Swami called him. I said, how can he call me in mode? So I went there. So when I went, he called me. So I listened. Now he was observing mode, not me. So he wrote on a paper, what is your name? So I could tell, isn't it? Because I was not observing mode, but I forgot. I also wrote. Okay. And he didn't leave me that I can talk. Then again the second question came, where from you are come? So I wrote, I come from Vrindavan. Then, how many days you are going to stay here? I wrote, I am going to stay for 2 days. Finally, he could not hold and he started laughing in mauna. Friends, that is not mauna. Mauna is neither neither you are interested in your past, nor you are interested in anybody else's past. See? No topic to talk. Then how to spend time? Many ways. Talk politics. When you talk politics, you don't get sin. Because politics is an illusion. When you talk about, let us say, the Mirage waters, will you get sin or merit? No, it doesn't exist. In the same manner, in our country, government doesn't exist. So when you talk about some non-existing entity, you don't get sin. Talk on government, talk on weather, talk on homeopathy. You will totally relax in your life. So this Mahamantra you are taken. Now don't bring your past from today, and remember this mantra changes every day. Every day. What will be tomorrow mantra? 10th November 2012 or 12th, whatever. So in this manner, keep on changing your mantra and be sincere in practicing this. See? But we are all the time bringing the past. Relax. Therefore, Mahatmas never talk about themselves. We don't have to bother about it. Then only the truth can express to us. Now, the last vision. What was the first vision? Wave versus wave. Second was wave versus ocean. Third was ocean versus wave. And the fourth vision. Fourth vision is what will be the understanding of the water with reference to the ocean and the waves. I went to the water. I said, Pani Bhaiya, all the Pani is from UP. Therefore, in our Bombay, we call all UP people as Bhaiya. That is why the maximum Prime Minister of India were Bhaiya. So, Pani Bhaiya, yes. When you are ocean, you are terrible man, and when you are a wave, you are very cute. So the water said, I'm sorry, sir, I don't understand. What is ocean? And I have never seen any wave. We attended. Have you seen your own eyes? You cannot. One young girl said, I can. I said, okay, show me how you say. Like taking out a dagger, she took out a small mirror. Yes, I can see my own eyes. I said, hey, you are very. Now do one thing, that kajal that you have to put, you put in those eyes which you are seeing. That is not your eye, that is a reflection of your eye. See, friends, the whole world will disappear for the water. There is neither ocean the cause, wave the effects. So what is the ultimate vision? Ultimate vision is cause and effect are illusions. And the truth is beyond cause and effect. See, friends, if the truth is beyond cause and effect, you can comfortably delete 2 words from your vocabulary and you will be happiest in your life. See? When the child said to his father, it is impossible for me, I can't do it. So the father said, do you know, in the dictionary of Napoleon, there was no word like impossible. He must have purchased a second-hand dictionary. Therefore, the word is not there. See? Cause and effects, if you have to remove from your head, delete these 2 words from your life. One word is why, second word is how. You will counter question, but why and how? You cannot get rid of this. See? The most dangerous alphabet in English is W. Why? When? Where? Woman? Wife? So once you get out of this, then you start living in the utter present. So live in the present without the load of the past and the future. Present without past and future is equal to presence. Presence is the ultimate mission of our life. And to come to this presence, we have to get rid of the tenses in our life. Past tense, future tense, present tense. And therefore, we live life in tensions. Drop the tenses and be without any tension. Like for the water. There is no tension that in the ocean I will drown myself. Nor there is a tension that I will be broken into pieces if the waves broke. No. The freedom from all tensions is called as the ultimate goal of our life. And this can be achieved if our vision is correct. Correct the vision. As is the vision, so is the perception. As is the perception, so is the interaction. As is the interaction, so is the experience. As is the experience, so is the quality of life. See, friends, it is so simple. Therefore, Bhagavan says in Gita, Shreyan Dravyamaya Jnat Jnana Yajna Parantapa Sarvam Karma Kiram Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. All other things are okay in their place, but the ultimate freedom is only through correct vision. If vision is not corrected, the mission of our life will be total failure. See, friends. With this, we come to the conclusion of this 5-day series. Thank you for laughing sometime after understanding the